Hello YouTube. It's come to my attention that some of you are having problems pronouncing my name. My name is pronounced Merlin Raven Song. So it's three words. Merlin, then Raven, and then Song. So it's three in one. And I think I've already done a video explaining how I got the name MerlinRavenSong. But since I have a couple of minutes, I'll go over it again. Basically, when I first acknowledged that publicly that I was a witch, I've been a witch all my life, but when I first publicly acknowledged it, I wanted to have a name, a name that best described who I was and what I was all about. And at that time, when I would wake up in the morning, there would be these blackbirds. I don't know if they were real ravens, but they were like blackbirds. Maybe they were ravens or crows or whatever. And they used to sing outside my window. And I just thought it was so cool. I liked the way they sound and whatnot. And I basically, when I heard them singing or doing their thing or what, it just sounded cool to me. And to me, that was like the raven song or the crow song. So I took that name as being who I am and how I express myself within the craft. And then later on, actually a guy came to Full Moon Circle, one of Full Moon Circle meetings, and he had just read the book The Mist of Avalon, and he was telling me that in that story there was no one Merlin, that Merlin was a name given to, I guess, someone who is adept in magic. So I've personally, I've never read the book. I actually have it. I just haven't gotten around to reading it. But that's the interpretation that he gave me, and I thought that was really cool. So I said, hey, I've been doing magic all of my life, so why not take that name as part of myself? So hence you get the name Merlin Raven Song. And all my life I've always had different names that I've gone by, and so right now it's Merlin Ravensong. Another name that I go by sometime is Goblin. And the reason why I go by that name is actually it has to do with one of Anne Rice's novels. I've read most of Anne Rice's novels. I read all of her well, I can't say that I read all of. I've read all of the Vampire Chronicles, and which I enjoyed immensely. But apparently, there's a character that sometimes he pops up in some of the Vampire Chronicles, and there's a character that's a ghost, and his name is Goblin. So I just thought that was a cool name. So I use that as one of my aliases online. So if you ever come across a MySpace page with the name Goblin instead of Merlin, it's because that's just one of my names. Anyway, this is a late night video, so if I ramble a little bit, it's because it's late night and I can't go to sleep. This is what happens when you drink a lot of coffee. But then again, I am a night person. Now I have something to show you guys. I just got through seeing this video, and the video is called Johnny Got His Gun. See it? I got this from my local library. This is a very deep movie. Those of you who are fans of Metallica will remember the video they did of featuring bits and pieces of this movie. The video was called One, if I'm not mistaken, and in the video and in the movie it tells about this war veteran who basically he got caught in a blast. I guess a bomb hit him in, you know, where he was at, and he survived the attack, but he was all messed up afterwards. His whole face got blown off, so he had no eyes, no nose, no mouth. Um, his arms got all twisted and mangled, so they had to cut off both of his arms, and his legs were mangled, so they had to cut off his legs. So basically, this person couldn't see, he couldn't hear. I guess he lost his hearing too. He couldn't speak. He couldn't do anything but just lie there. And this video is basically, it tells the story. And it's very deep, and it is very sad too. This is one of the reasons why I have the greatest respect for our veterans and people who fight for our freedoms. You know, my heart goes out to them, especially, you know, when they come back and they're not the same person they were when they went into the service. So this movie it just amplified that. But I don't want to give away too much of this movie. I want you guys to go out and see it for yourself. If you don't get a chance to see this movie, I think it's kind of rare because this is my first time seeing it, and it's been around for a long time. If you can't locate the movie, then watch the Metallica video. You would definitely you'll see, you know, a lot of the highlights of the movie. So this is a movie I would highly recommend. Hey, and it's not a horror movie, or not a traditional horror movie. What happened to this guy in this video was horrific though. And I don't think that it was based on a true story, but I'm pretty sure something like this has happened in the past. So, you know, kudos to the person who wrote this story. It's very deep, and it really makes you think. Okay, so what else have I been up to besides acting crazy or doing my thing, I guess, playing my instrument? Just working behind the scenes, trying to get Full Moon Circle back in action, since we are not officially on the campus of Wayne State University. I'm planning a little meetup for us probably next week. I will announce that within a couple of days and let you guys know when we'll be meeting this month. Unfortunately, as I said before, we won't be meeting every single week like we used to. At least not now. We're not going to be doing that because we are not a official student group on the campus of Wayne State University anymore. Anyway, starting to run out of time, and like I said, this is just a late night video. This is what I do when I cannot sleep at night. So I'll talk to you guys later on, and I look forward to doing some more videos for you guys. So until next time, love is the law, and love on the will. Peace.